Hello. Okay, audio check. It's okay. Golden Grim. Hello. How are you guys? Welcome to a Saturday morning chill stream with XGN. Take a page out of Grim's playbook and be a... I need to fix the window, the chat window. Which I don't know how to make it, the text to, like, you know, wrap. That's okay. Welcome, guys. Welcome, everyone. You're hanging out with me, Xanthi, from XGN, for a chill stream where I will be talking about video games, news, stories, you know, opinions, stuff like that. Well, just an excuse to hang out with you guys. I have some stories. I have some news that we can just go through. Grab your coffee. I have tea. I have some tea because I have had already like 2-3 cups of coffee. It's actually 1 p.m. here. It feels still morning for me, even though I woke up at like, I don't know, 8:30 a.m. But grab your coffee, tea, whatever, water, and let's hang out. I still have, my God, when the throat, the voice is a bit, you know, I still have some sickness remaining, I mean, for lack of a better word. But it's okay. That's why I have some drink, hot drink. And water, lots of water. And I have to record, like, do the voiceover for a video game review that I'm doing for the other friendly channel, which I have made like the gameplay. I have it. I have written the script, you know, but I don't want to start speaking and then but with a lot of tea, I'm hoping maybe today I will do it. Yeah. What do I have today to chat with you guys? Let's see. Let me fix all my windows. I have the chat here. Take a page out of Grim's playbook and be a peeping top. Enjoy your lurk, Grim. Yes. How does that lurk? Okay, you have the command. Yes. I have to learn all those Botrix commands. How are you, Golden, going? I mean, isn't it very early for you guys? You have coffee, tea, whatever you like to drink. Let's dive in, shall we? Or should I just... well, yesterday we were streaming with... oh, I have stuff in the background. I kind of... okay. I did some tidying up here, but not so much behind that part. Okay, so I will hide it with a chair. Yes, it's 5 p.m. 5 p.m. or a.m. p.m. Aren't you in the US? Or not? Because 5 p.m. is... No! Okay. 5 p.m. is not early. It's late. Yeah, I mean, it's afternoon. Okay. The stories for today. Where are my stories? Where are my... I have so many windows, so many tabs. No, I was starting to say that yesterday we streamed with Nemi. Nemi Cute. We were here together, you know, the puzzle game. It was good. But it was a puzzle that it was like there was no logic. Okay, there was a logic, but in order to figure it out, you know, I was in a room, she was in a different room, and even though we were cheating by looking at her screen via the stream, it's like there were some wires and she had some pillars in her room. I had a table in front of me with wires, you know, and she was in a different room and we had to like correspond the wires that I had in front of me with the pillars and the wires hanging. It was it was impossible. Like the other person would have to stay still, but still it was very weird. Anyway, no logic. So it was a walkthrough. Like there was no logic in that and there was no pattern with the colors. But anyway, the other puzzle, it was easy and it was more fun, you know. It was frustrating. It was very frustrating because don't tell her, but she didn't stay still. But it's not like she. No, I'm joking. I'm saying if you're listening, it was impossible because I would have to figure out the pattern. I mean, it's very hard to visualize what you see as a drawing, let's say, with wires in front of you and some like connecting cords to something that correspond in a real life building. And it didn't have all the cords, also all the wires. It was not half of it, but it was part of it. So it was very, very weird. Yeah. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna look and a walkthrough. That and so anyway, we're making progress. We still have a few puzzles and a few levels. Like every level is a new puzzle, and we will continue it next time. What is happening now in the chat? Why is it doesn't look good? Like the overlay or the what is happening? Okay. I have that. I have more than one chat. Ah, there it is. I had two. Okay, I don't need that. Yeah. Now it's better. Yeah, so that happened yesterday. And to be continued next Friday on our stream. But let's go to the stories that I have for you today, you guys. Excuse my this thing happening, yeah. I have stories about Netflix. Yes, Netflix. It is video games related. It is games related. American Truck Simulator. It is something that it has all those truck simulators or okay, this is a truck, like a lorry truck. Then you have the farmers truck simulators, right? Like farmer simulators. And then there are so many of those simulators. I want to just, talk about it because I find it fascinating. Then we have Epic Games free. Epic Games Store's latest free games revealed. Some news about Ubisoft. What is that? The Cozy Wizard School Life seem okay. Some Call of Duty cheaters that have been banned. Not that one. Then I found one interesting that I want to just... I haven't read those things. I just saw the headlines and they caught my attention. That is what we're doing here. I'm just finding some interesting news that... The headline, the title seems interesting and we can just go through it. Designing the iconic liquid metal T-1000 Terminator for Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, it is Terminator and it is the T-1000, right? The spring sale from Epic Games Stores. I don't know if it's related to the other, but I mean, sure. Spring sales, why not? I will tell you the games that are on sales, yes. Witcher 4 and PS Plus games for April. That is what I have. Not only, let's see, I'm planning also streaming like for an hour and a half tops. Yeah, because I want to go to the stores. Well, I want to go to, where you buy plants. Okay, for instance, this one is a fake. It's cute though, but I have it here next to me. It's a window and it's fake, but it's cute, right? But we have real ones in the rest of the household. And I cannot say that I'm like the best. What do you say? Like have the green thumb? I'm trying to keep them alive. Some plants are in the category that are like easy to, like they take care of themselves. Like you don't have to, they are durable, if that is the correct. They don't die as easily, whereas others, they need a lot of attention, to be watering them when they at a specific time, not water them too much or too little, but I try to buy the ones that are durable, for lack of better word. I think durable is a good word. Regardless, 2 of them died, so I want to replace them. Cactus is an easy thing to. It is. Cactus is very good, and I want to get some cactus. But since I have a little, okay, he has gotten older, but I want to avoid them until we reach the age where he doesn't go on it, so that it doesn't get spikes. But as a kid, I had kid. Okay, there are those ones that they don't really have the hard spikes or thorns. What is it? The better word? But they're kind of soft. But yes, maybe cactus. A small cactus. It could be because we have a little one, also a little like pot. Maybe a cactus. It's easy. Definitely easy thing to grow. So that's a good idea. Yeah, and they can be cute also. Nice designs, shapes. Cute. Anyway, yeah. So I promise we do that. So we have to go and find something, and he got excited. I don't know why. He liked it. Yeah. Not many stream backgrounds have cool cactus. No. It would be cool with a cactus here in the background, like a big one. But they are expensive. I mean, to get a big cactus, it would look very cool. Even a fake one would be expensive. It's a good idea, actually, Golden. It's a very good idea, but okay. But I am annoyed that I cannot see the entirety of the chat. Apologies. I don't know how to make it. I don't know how Grim, which the support is on a break now. It's on the I mean, I'm joking. He's busy. I don't think he's available. But when he's back available, I will interrogate him how to fix my chat. I mean, I figured that if I just draw the window, it will wrap the text, but it doesn't. It just cut it. It's anyway, let's go to the stories for today. But of course, Squirrel, to go back to the plants, I would like to have like a plant in the background, but then I would have to rethink the whole thing, because now I have rethink. Of course, I can use what I have, but it will need some redecoration just to align them, and it is a big quest. But I like this. I mean, maybe I can have it somewhere. I don't know. Does it? If I put it here just to try it, it looks cool, doesn't it? It doesn't have so much light because it is a nice blue color, and it does look pretty alive, like real, right? Anyway, let's have it here. It doesn't look as good. No, I will put it not. I don't want it to hide my Funko Pop girls. There. Let's leave it there. Let's see what happens. A bigger one. Maybe those black. Well, they're not flowers, but whatever they are, those things. I don't know. I wanted to go for a goth, dark kind of, but then the gaming thing happened also, so it's a combination. It's a fusion. It's a fusion of gothic meets video games. What do you say? A vine type plant be cool to pin up in the design. Yes. That is, yeah. I could put it around the it's a good idea. Put it around the Sylvanas or even shelves there. It will have to be a fake one though, because it will not live. It will not survive. Yeah. No, it is. It's great ideas actually. Golden. They are golden ideas. It's very good. A vine would look very nicely here to kind of wrap it around. I will consider it. I don't know. I will see. Okay, it's a place where they have real living plants, but they have a small section with some decorative things. I will have it in the back of my mind. If I find it, I will get it at some point. This is great. This is perfect. Now, maybe you should be an internal designer. Have you thought about it, Golden? Those are good ideas. Now let's jump in. Oh, how about some music? Do we have any background music? Let's put creator mix. They're good. I like their lo-fi, actually. It's good to have it as a background when we're talking, just chilling. Creator mix music. They're cool people. I mean, I don't know them personally, but they made cool music. And Streamlabs, Harris Heller. They have good. I like their lo-fi categories for just chatting. Where is it? I need Spotify. Yeah, turn on Spotify. And creator mix radio. Ooh, is that? Does it work? Is it too loud? Is it nice? Is it nice? Is it? I think it's okay. Seems good volume. Okay, good. Perfect. Let's dive in. Let's dive in, you guys. I think the first story that I wanted to have my notes somewhere. I had some notes. Let's start with the free games. Epic Games. Let's start with Epic Games. Epic Games Store Spring Sale Games. Let's start with that. Let's take it casually. Have it ready here. There. With so many games on sale, it can be tough to find the best deal. I mean, I just went down so many stuff here. Epic Games Store Spring Sale has begun with thousands of games. And I found that this is an interesting part because we have... Okay, with so many games on sale, it can be tough to find the best deals on the games you want. To help you in your search, we've put a list together of some of the best or biggest discounts. Unnecessary text, just give us the list. On both newer and older titles. Available, that is good information. Available until April 9. We have Alan Wake 2 Deluxe Edition. 50% off, $34.99. How much does this game cost? God of War. Ghost of Tsushima. $40, okay. Stalker 2 Heart of Chernobyl. 15% off for $50. That is pricey, but okay. I think Stalker 2 is a good game. And Ghost of Tsushima. It Takes Two. That's a good deal. It Takes Two 70% off for $11. Right. The Crew Motorfest Standard Edition. The Crew Motorfest. Oh, okay, is that with the cars? Yeah. Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition. 33% off, $40. Satisfactory. I have heard about it and I haven't played it. 30% off. $27.99. Not much. Hello. Are you searching for deals on Epic Store? I got you covered. Star Wars Jedi Survivor 75% off for $17. How much is it? Oh yeah, it's an expensive one. Need for Speed Unbound Standard Edition 93% off for $5. Okay, I mean if you are a fan of Need for Speed, just take it. It's a steal. Sonic X Shadow Generations for $35. Frostpunk 2, that's a good deal. 30% off for $31. $31.49. Fallout 4, 60% off, $7.99. Saifu, what is Saifu? I know, I have seen this name. $17.99. What is it? Reject. Saifu is a realistic third-person brawler. Okay, with tight kung fu combat mechanics and cinematic martial art. Okay. Okay. Well, if you are a fan of that genre, sure, why not? $16, right? I hate those advertisements. I mean, what do rings have to do? I haven't been searching for rings. I have not been Googling for rings. I don't know why on a video game website they decide to show rings. Really? I haven't been searching for jewelry. Really. And if I were, I wouldn't be searching for those kind of things. I would have tried to find something more modern. So I don't get it. I don't get it. So if you want from March 26 up to April 9, Epic Game Store have spring sale. So those seems like good deal if you... I'm not sure it's only those, but maybe. Some other stories. The Witcher. Don't expect The Witcher 4 until 2027 at the earliest. Maybe if we don't think about it, the time will go by faster. Trying to bait you into a new algorithm. Yes, but it didn't succeed. It was not. If it was something that I liked, I might, maybe, but yeah, it was not. I mean, at least try to video games. Put something more modern. But then again, you never know. People like video games and mine like classic jewelry. We never know. Yeah. So I bumped into a video on YouTube from Gameranks. I think I've said it correctly, yeah. And he was also talking about how video games take a long time to develop. Which, I mean, it was like that, wasn't it? But maybe he made a case. I didn't watch the entire of it. Because I was like... I don't know, I should have, if I wanted to make some arguments, I should have watched the whole thing, but I didn't. But I think I get the point that if you announce it, like, games take time to develop. I don't think that games take longer time now. They were taking a long time, even before. I'm gonna try and Google. Now, this is not going to be accurate, but how long does... Oh no, I don't want to search DuckDuckGo. How long does it take for a AAA game to develop? Let's see. These games have high production values and are usually released on multiple platforms. Developing a AAA, this is just the first snippet, okay? That I find on Google search. Developing a AAA game can take anywhere from 2 to 5 years, depending on the complexity of the game, the size of the team, and the available resources. How long did Cyberpunk 2077 take to make? So Cyberpunk was announced all the way back in 2012, and that is from Dexerto. I don't know, but they have probably good information. But the development didn't start until 2016. What was it? No, Cyberpunk was announced all the way back in 2012. However, actual development did not begin until 2016. This was due to the fact that the majority of the team was working on The Witcher 3. Okay, it doesn't matter what they were doing. The development started 2016 and the game was released 2020. Wasn't that in the middle of pandemic? When was Cyberpunk 2077 released? 2020. Yes. Let's go a bit more back. How long did, I don't know if it's fair, Half-Life 2 take to make? It had a 6-year development cycle, says on Wikipedia. On November 16, 2004, Valve released Half-Life 2. The game had a 6-year development cycle, which saw several delays on the leak of the games. Okay, yeah, it happened that also. It was a leak of the game source. I remember that. What other games should we search for? It won't be long and AI will create games with simple taglines. I agree that AI will create. However, I think AI is not going anywhere, okay? It will be part of our lives and our products that we use as services. It will. I think it will go up. Now, this is my own personal, not prediction, assessment, evaluation, okay? And don't take it that that's how it is. I'm not trying to make a prediction, but what I believe is that AI will go like up. Well, it is going up, and everything will use AI. Everything will go up. But and it is a great tool. It can deliver great results. But it is obvious when something is AI, at least when it comes to text, generated text, or images. I mean, we know it is AI. They can be great images, but we know it's AI. And I think we will stop liking everything. Some things will be accepted, but we will want human-created things after a while. So I think it will peak, and then it will, like as with everything, flatline, and then it will balance, like, okay, this can be AI, but this has to be human generated. So it will happen also with games, that games might be using AI a lot, but then after a while it will go back to human created things. That is my assessment. Hi, Erupt. Hi, how are you? Welcome everyone, welcome friends. That was my 2 cents of how AI will be used. But then again, I don't know. We will see. We will see. Not exactly. Code is getting yelled at because of AI. Why? Why? Because of how they created it. Like everything is AI. Yeah. I mean, it is a game. I haven't played it. The latest. Yeah. It does a great job doing that, AI, but we can spot it. And do we want it? Then again, there's a difference with AI creating content, filling content. But of course, many parts of a video game, it is like replicated, but that's not AI. It's like, okay, copy pasted. Like, I don't know, Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Was it the Valhalla that it was like a huge repetitive map? But it's not AI. It was made like that. So like a paid bundle, you pay to have AI emblems, and it's okay. So you pay for something that is AI created and not human generated, so it doesn't have the same value. I don't know. I know what emblems is in that context, but I can search for it. Emblem in code. Well, okay, patches or symbols, like, okay, so you can buy those emblems. What is it? Emblem, yeah, or patches or stickers. Okay, yeah, are a player customization option. So those are okay. I mean, if you're going to buy it, at least have a human design it, right? Is that, yeah, I get it. No, yeah. I mean, because in that sense, I could make one myself, let's say. If I am a code player, make a prompt, make it and use it. I mean, I don't know if I can import it like, but you know, yeah, you get it. I get it. Yeah. I don't think it will stick. It will stick to some games, because if they stick doing that, then I don't think gamers will like it. Steam made them uses AI warning label on the Steam. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Has that affected sales? It should. I hope it does. I mean, it's the same also like on Instagram or other. If something is made with AI, you should put it, or does it take it automatically? Yeah, but that it has to be a disclaimer that this was made using AI. No. Codes people just buy the game even though it's broken. Yeah. I think AI in video games will be bred into the younger generation that don't know life with video games of the past. That can be a point. That can be a valid point. Yeah. Which is, it's a nice comment, Golden, because it has a lot of things that I wanted to talk about. First, the younger generation, and then video games of the past. What I wanted to say about how long does it take for a video game to get created. Games, even older games of the past, like Half-Life 2, it takes a lot of time to create a game, a AAA title, okay? But maybe, so like it doesn't surprise me that The Witcher 4, don't expect The Witcher 4 until 2027. So the video also, the YouTube video was about that it takes, we have to wait for a long time. It was always like that. Not with all the games, but with many games. But maybe make a case that, okay, don't announce it 5 years before you have it, because then, okay, we have to wait. Announce it like 3 months or something, I don't know, or a year or 6 months. We have been working on this title and it's going to be ready. Then you get the hype and the excitement because it's closer from the announcement to the actual purchase time. It's better for marketing instead of announcing it like Cyberpunk. From it took 8 years not to develop, but from the announcement to the time of purchase. But okay, they had created okay, Cyberpunk is a bad example. They did a lot of marketing, a lot of millions in marketing, but you know, you get it. Yeah. Yeah, of course, to make, I guess, to catch some attention, but then it doesn't really, okay, you're working on a cool game, cool, it's going to be awesome, amazing, okay, I'm not saying that specifically for The Witcher, it's a franchise, and maybe, okay, you would expect that The Witcher 4 is happening, so they want to avoid also leaks, so okay, let's announce it ourselves. But announcing it was on the Video Game Awards, okay, 2024, and to be released in 2027, that's not bad. I mean, it's within the expected range of time. But of course, wait for 3 years. It is 3 years. Yeah. But maybe games that are announced, I don't know. There must be a marketing reason behind it. I mean, it is a marketing reason, you know, to create hype. But then you have to keep the interest peaking at all times, and to do that you have to put a lot of money on marketing. Not all of them can do that, but then again, I don't know. But that, anyway, that was the point. So let's see. Polygon here says, don't expect The Witcher. You hear my voice becoming worse and worse. Don't expect The Witcher 4 until 2027 at the earliest. Maybe if we don't think about it, the time will go by faster. I have something for you, I have news for you. Time does go fast. Okay, what it says here. Tagged in amongst a lot of dry business talk about sales milestones and long-term perspective. CD Projekt recently confirmed to investors. Then you have that. Then I don't know if they have to announce it. You know, I mean, because they have investors, that The Witcher 4 won't be released by 2026, pushing its potential launch window into the unimaginably far-off year of 2027. Okay, come on, relax already. Okay, unimaginably far-off year of 20... I mean, okay, take it down a notch. Mike 22, hi, welcome. I think games are announced years before time as a flex onto other game makers to put them. Yeah, true, of course, for sure. And also, okay, when you have investors, then of course you cannot not disclose it. You have to say your investors because they have invested money in you. So there are many things that maybe we're not always aware of. Of course, we understand it. If I put a lot of millions into CD Projekt, I'm an investor. I want to know, what are you doing with those money? And CD Projekt should confirm that, okay, we're working on it. Then does it stay internal information? Does it get public information? Yeah. So even though we do not plan to release The Witcher 4 by the end of 2026, we are still driven by this financial goal, CD Projekt Chief Financial Officer Piotr Nielubovic said, referring to the company's stated ambitions of pulling in a net profit of 2 billion zloty, around 515 million US million dollars, from 2023 to 2026. Yes, The Witcher 4 was first revealed sans release date at the Game Awards 2024. Yeah, we saw that. It was a great trailer, I think, in my opinion, which made me continue Witcher 3 because I haven't finished it, so that I have played it. So I have plenty of time until 2027 to finish the game. And then it's information about, rumors indicate Microsoft is also targeting 2027 for its follow-up to the Xbox Series X and S, which means fans may have to wait for a whole new console generation to roll around to get their hands on the long-awaited Witcher sequel. I mean, sure. Yeah, great point. It communicates to investors. Yeah. But does it have to be public information, or is it okay if they announce it internally? But then again, are they obliged with NDAs to not say? I mean, who can stop them from announcing? Anyway, yeah, there's a lot to talk about. And games, however, we know that video games production nowadays can be amazing. Okay, wonderful graphics, and especially if they're doing, if they are hiring actors to do the voice acting, great production costs, right? Well, investors or the public, yeah, but there might be private investors or, venture capitalists or whatever that they put in money. I'm going to give you 3 million to make this game and I want, 5% of the sales. Those kind of investors as well. They need to know what they're doing with their money. But, okay, some tea. But I get it. I mean, we are also investors. If you mean like the public, like us, we are the gamers, are in a more broad sense, I guess. Well, we're not investors. We are we're a customer. We're the customer. We're the end customers. But yeah, we can all agree that video games, not all of them, but there are a few video games that are masterpieces in graphics, in storytelling, in voice acting, in everything. Amazing games. Do they have to be that good? And don't get me wrong, a good story is above everything, and good graphics are of course appreciated, and good voice acting. But do they have to be top notch? I mean, games in the 90s that didn't have the same graphics had great stories. They got us, like, I am a fangirl of Half-Life, right? Half-Life it has a great story, it has good graphics, even for today. If you play maybe not the one, but you can play it, and it has a great story. So for a title to be successful, it doesn't have to have triple A or what was it, quadruple A production quality to be a good title. You can invest into the stocks. Oh yeah, we can. Yes, of course, for sure. Yes, yeah. Of course, that is 100% correct. Yes. That, yeah. But I'm not well into this industry. I want to become. That's why I'm, reading and investigate. But because, inflation, prices. But even the games in the 90s were expensive. I mean, it's not like they were cheap. Like some of them, but of course it's a competition. Who is going to make like the most successful apologies, who is going to make the most wow, amazing, with wow factor video game, great graphics. Sometimes some video games have better graphics, and they're lacking in storytelling, or they don't have good like voice acting, or they have amazing voice acting but some other parts. But I think we can all agree, right, that if the story is good, and if there is voice acting, sometimes you don't need a voice acting, you don't need actors, it can be like written or whatever, or even like, I want to say mediocre, but you don't have to have like Hollywood actors, which if you can afford, of course, it's a bonus. But we can all agree that if the graphics are not like latest technology, I don't think we care that much, right? I mean, we could play pixel games, pixel art games like Stardew Valley, and it's a success. Okay. You get what I mean. So maybe if they kind of become a bit more moderate in production costs, it would be easier. I don't know. I would love to not investigate, or to interview and think about some good questions. I would love to interview someone from the video game industry, like, someone that knows the ins and outs when it comes to the financial, to the cost, the production cost of it. Because if you like reduce the production, like the technology, the graphics technology, then you might have some more buffer to pay for the developers. Of course, like the developers, designers, the staff people, they should get paid. They are the ones that deserve everything, I think. It's a hard industry, I think. It's a very tough industry. And I don't want to go into the crunch culture and the overtime and whatever. You get it. But take it down a notch. It's hard because, of course, there's competition. Someone will come and say, oh, my game has better graphics and better everything. I mean, it's a dog-eat-dog situation. I don't know if dog-eat-dog is a good comparison, but I think you get what I mean. That reduce something so that it can be more accessible price-wise also. Then again, inflation will make games expensive anyway. But I don't know if there's no black and white solution to that, of course. Everything is a huge gray zone, right? You like good graphics, Mike? Yes. Yeah, graphics isn't the end all be all. Exactly. Production costs will go way down with AI and person power. Yeah, that is the negative thing. We don't want AI to take away jobs. It will, however, as with every technological, I guess, revolution, of course, we like good graphics. Yes. I mean, I wouldn't be able to play Half-Life 1 right now. Okay, it will hurt my eyes. I mean, it would make me no. But at the time, it was great. I would, if I were to play Half-Life 1 again, I will go for the Black Mesa version, which is a new engine, better graphics. But Half-Life 2, because I started it recently, it looked very good even today, and we're talking 20 years later, right? Games, say 15 years ago, took X amount of time and resources to create. In just a few years, such games will only take a fraction of time and resources to create. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, we have done great technology developments that will reduce the time. Yeah. Back then, they didn't have the same technology that we have. You're 100% correct. Yeah. And AI, it is it's hard to avoid. Of course, it will be a big part of video games, but AI has always been in video games. I mean, always. Video games that have used AI. Category: video games about video games that use AI. It's okay. In-world AI, best AI games 2024. Well, I don't want to go for 2024 games that have used AI in zeros. Let's see if Google can understand what I want to say. I end up on Reddit. I mean, it could be some truth in Reddit, but I want to find a better resource. Big Cloud. Is that a good resource? The evolution of AI in gaming. Let's see. Let's see about that. Let's see what it says. I don't know. I just Googled it. I haven't double checked the reliability of this resource, but it's an interesting. Gaming development has been using artificial intelligence for almost half a century. Okay. Arcade gaming. Arcade games are one of the earliest instances of commercial gaming using stored patterns to direct enemy movement. One of the first examples of this is the iconic fictional game Space Invaders. Arcade games using early AI in the form of stored patterns. Used. These simulate random movements of aliens that were pre-programmed. I mean, yeah, it was AI, but of course today's AI is drastically way more advanced. It's a different animal. I'm gonna talk about Half-Life again. I was watching their documentaries. They released one documentary for 1 and for 2, and on 2 they mention about their AI, how they made the enemies understand where you are. Of course, it's not a new thing, but yeah, today it has gone, dare I say, out of line in that sense. Yeah, we can agree on that. Hi, Enda. Hello, Enda. You understand. Where were you 15 minutes ago or something, or 30? We were talking, well, sorry, I'm just joking. I was talking about, or we are still talking about the financial video game development costs. I don't know if you have any understanding. The argument that I was making with my little knowledge, of course, of the field is that maybe they should take it down a notch in AAA games, or not for quadruple games, and doesn't have to be the best in everything, so that the cost can be reduced in, let's say, graphics. Not bad graphics, but a 20% reduction, let's say, in graphics quality that might reduce the cost of that. It might help financially in other areas. Anyway, that's what I was saying. But okay, moving on. Let's move on. Okay, The Sims. The Sims were using AI. Combat gaming. Combat games use AI development for creating realistic components. Finite state machines used, which I don't know what that is yet, used in development indicate the flow of action of AI in games, as seen in games like the Tekken and Mortal Kombat series. Speaking of Tekken, did I tell you that I played Tekken 8 with my son, he's 9, on a gaming event hereby in our city, and it was so fun. I mean, we have to buy it, but it is like, I don't know, $80-$90. It's expensive. You were happy with the PS2 yes, exactly, that was the point. Yes. I mean, okay, I haven't played Metal Gear Solid, but I played Death Stranding, which is Hideo Kojima, the same creator. The graphics back then of Metal Gear Solid were a lot of square patterns and pixels, but for the time it was great. But the story of that game, even though I haven't played it, I understand it. I respect it. It was revolutionary. It was a great story building narrative. Like, the whole series franchise is amazing. And now that I have experienced Hideo Kojima through Death Stranding, my mind was blown. So I can only imagine. I guess Metal Gear Solid was similar, but it didn't matter that the graphics were that bad. Anyway, it was great. It was actually, yes. I mean, is it allowed for a 9-year-old to play Tekken? I mean, it didn't have the blood. Did you have the blood graphics? I think we removed that. And not to brag, of course, I was winning, but maybe because it was his first time ever, and him being 9, even though he's very capable, I cannot win him on like Fortnite or anything. Okay, there's no way I can compete with him on Fortnite. But Tekken, I mean, I have played my fair share of Tekken many 20 years ago. Yeah. He will never forget such experiences. Oh, that is so sweet. Yes. And me neither. So it was a great one. We had lots of fun. I hope so. I hope so. That is very kind. Okay. Shall we go into something else? Oh, PS Plus. If you have a PlayStation 5, let's say what games the PS Plus, and if you have a subscription, which is like the equivalent of the game, is it called Game Pass for Xbox? Let's see, because I don't know. Robocop. Well, I guess I would figure it from this image. Robocop, Rogue City, PS5, The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Digimon Story, Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory. What is that? I have no idea what it is. Oh, this one. Nope. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, it's not the game that I would directly want to play, but okay, those are the games for April if you have a PlayStation Plus. Okay, it's more. As a reminder, with the approach of a new month, it does mean that this is your last chance to get your meat on March. Okay, so PlayStation Plus members have until 31st of March to add Dragon Age, the Veilguard, because we have the place. Guys, like, right, I remember now, my friend told me that, but yeah, and I remembered again. I bought it on Steam, like, I don't know, a month ago or something. What was it? A month ago. And now it's for free on PlayStation. Thanks for nothing. But then again, I don't know. I mean, I could have played it easily on the PlayStation, but I wanted to play it also on the computer. Anyway, now it's done. Sonic Colors Ultimate and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sonic Colors Ultimate and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection to the library. Okay. But what I want to talk about, guys, is American Truck Simulator. Because it's a truck simulator. Why I wanted to talk about it? Because those simulators are very popular. The truck, the farmer simulators, I don't know what the other vehicle, like a bus, coach bus, you know, those things. And you have the American, you have the European one, train simulators, you know, railways, those things. And I clicked on the American Truck Simulator link here, which takes me to the game information. It's for PC. It was released in 2016 and it still has expansion or, you know, extra content. I mean, I find this fascinating. And we have here, so we have all the related, this is from Eurogamer.net, all the articles that are related to American Truck Simulator. So we have the Missouri expansion. Missouri, is that? I'm watching Ozark. Oh my god, the squirrels that are happening right now. I feel all the squirrels happening. I'm watching Ozark, you guys. I'm on season 2. I don't know if you have. It was out in 2018. Have you seen this TV show? Do not spoil me. I'm on season 2. Some episodes are a bit, you know, not fillers, but a bit slow. But there are some episodes that are like bang, like, oh my god. And it does take place because they're talking about Missouri. I haven't checked it on the map. My geography of the area is horrible. But anyway, yeah, I just remember it. But okay, yeah. So we have the Missouri expansion. I have never played any of those games, but I'm just fascinated because it's still going 9 years later, and I don't think it will stop going. So, Missouri, if you haven't been keeping tabs, brings American Truck Simulator's current US state tally up to 17. Okay, so following on from Arizona, California, Colorado, Idaho, Kansas, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Oregon, Texas, Utah, Washington, and Wyoming, and Arkansas. If you want to learn geography, I think those games are great, right? Those games are great for geography. Back to Missouri, though. American Truck Simulator's digital rendition of the Show Me State promises vibrant cities, including St. Louis and its iconic Gateway Arch. Okay, I don't know then if it's close to Ozark. I don't know, is it? As well as diverse and beautiful vistas from the rolling Ozark hills to charming small towns and vast farmlands. I mean, that is from last year. Arkansas expansion arrives next week. I mean, it is fascinating that it is like, and the simulator is what you're a truck driver and you drive. I mean, you have what, shipments, and you have to. I mean, do you start with a little van and you develop and you get like a big one, or you have to schedule your routes? Are you the shipping company? Are you the freight company? Or are you the driver? Or, you know, everything? I don't know. I found it fascinating. Okay. Now, speaking of, you said something, Golden, about the older generations that they don't know about the games before AI. You know, something in that context. I saw this article. Have you been? Most of us, you know Netflix. You probably have Netflix, a Netflix subscription. And I don't know if you have it also on your phone or iPad. You have noticed that there are games appearing. I mean, they are providing also games, like mobile games. Netflix Games boss says consoles not the future, as streamer, like Netflix, looks to phone control party games. Are 80-year-olds and 10-year-olds dreaming of owning a PlayStation 6? I hope so. I disagree. Or maybe it's not like I disagree. I don't want this to be true. But I don't know if their data show the other way, the different. If their data shows that that's the case. Yes. Let's skim a bit the article. After Netflix's tentative first few years in games, which has seen it grow its mobile library, acquire studios and double in AAA development before dramatically changing course, the streamer's new gaming boss, Alain Tascan, has excuse me, has laid out the company's latest vision. This, he says, is less about the console model and more about phone control party games. So Tascan, 30-year industry veteran, so he knows the industry, okay, yeah. Recently served as executive vice president of game development at Epic Games, joined Netflix last July, taking the role of Mike Perdue, and with 9 months of the streaming service now under his belt, Tascan, I don't know how you pronounce it, recently outlined his vision for Netflix gaming at this year's GTC. As reported by the Game Business, that vision takes a four-pronged approach, focusing on narrative and transmedia projects, on big mainstream IP, on being a trusted destination for families. Oh, that's a good argument. And on party games played on TVs using mobile phones as a controller. That's running here. Yes, this is what it says. So the latter, as Tascan sees it, is Netflix's attempt at Wii-style industry disruption. I love the Wii, he told the Game Business. I'm very vigorous about lowering friction and eliminating it if we can. I see that the subscription is friction as well. I mean, yeah, but you. Anyway, maybe good friction because it makes business sense. But the other friction is having enough controllers for family. Okay, having a piece of hardware that might be expensive, waiting for a game to download. I am looking at all the obstacles and asking if we can reduce them as much. Okay, come on. Is that the argument that, okay, that you need a controller or that you need the game to download? Come on already. As such, it's perhaps not surprising to hear Tuscan's dismissal of the classic console model. When it comes to console, we started to look at the future where the platform is agnostic. He said, look at the younger generation. Are 8-year-olds and 10-year-olds dreaming of owning a PlayStation 6? I'm not sure. They're wanting to interact with any digital screen, whatever it is, wherever it is, even in the car. Unfortunately, that's true, or at least to some extent it's true. I'm not saying that it is 100% for all the kids. And it depends how the family is. I mean, we have consoles, we have PlayStation always. So, of course, our kid loves PlayStation. And he would want the next generation, of course. But not all families are like that, not all of it. The ones that are consisting of parents with consoles or relatives, that are within the network of the family or whatever, the social circle that have consoles. Maybe they are a good influence to the kids. Anyway. But that they do want to interact with any digital screen, whatever it is, wherever it is, that's unfortunately a sign of our times. With console, you're thinking about high definition. You're thinking about the controller. If we look at this older model, I think it will restrain us. Well, okay. You have a point with the screens everywhere, but the controller is not something that is restraining us. Come on. Okay? I mean, don't find arguments just because you want to sell video games like mobile games on Netflix. Tuscan also seems unconvinced classic console style games have much value for Netflix. It's a different business plan, I get that. Which might go some way to explain why the streaming service recently called it's also English training, exercising staff at respected Oxenfree developer Night School Studio and why it closed its high-profile AAA studio before it could release a game last year. Does it really need to be these super complicated RPG-style games? Well, no, Netflix is not the target group for complicated RPG-style games. It's consoles. It's consoles or PCs, There is a place for them, for sure. Okay. So, I wouldn't say that consoles are not the future in general, but I get it that there's a point that Netflix is not the place that you will go for console-style games. Come on. He shouldn't disregard consoles like that. But okay, that's his opinion. No matter how Tuscan's vision of mobile-driven party games, unlockable currency and AI or what have you pans out, he insists Netflix is in the gaming business for the long haul. Yes, I see that as a slow burning strategy. I think it will become more and more. Yeah. If you look at our two co-CEOs and look at where Netflix was 10 years ago in terms of their core business, they know the path of being stubborn, hardworking, innovative, having a vision and going after it. I believe them when they told me that gaming was important. Because if Netflix wants to entertain the world, then there's no way around it. We need to be in games. When I look at these two leaders in particular, I believe in their full commitment. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, for sure. But it's a different target group. It's a different market. Don't confuse consoles. But I just wanted to mention that. Yeah, you see here I have another tab. Maybe you don't see it. Yes, here we have. Ubisoft launches new business for Assassin's Creed, another big series, with 1.16 billion euros, Tencent investment. So Tencent invested in Ubisoft. So Ubisoft has launched a new subsidiary. Oh my god, I can't pronounce anything. A new sub-company, in simple words, dedicated to its big three IPs: Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and Far Cry. In a move where CEO called a new chapter for the publisher, and Chinese conglomerate Tencent holds a minority stake in the new entity after investing 1.6 billion. Ubisoft's announcement follows several reports a new venture was being considered using the company's assets. Earlier this month, Bloomberg claimed Ubisoft was mulling over the launch of a fresh business unit part owned by outside companies, noting such a tactic would potentially result in a new entity. Oh my god, there's so many corporate stuff here. I can read it from there's no, if you want to read it you can read it, but it's like, oh my god. But yeah, hi, hello Salom Dex. No, not yet. Why? I mean, I'm reading this article with you guys. Today, Ubisoft is opening a new chapter in its history. As we accelerate the company's transformation, this is a foundational step in changing Ubisoft's operating model that will enable us to be both agile and ambitious. This is where the gist is. This is what is the important thing. This seismic shake-up of Ubisoft's structure follows a tumultuous few years for the publisher, which recently confirmed it was undertaking a strategic review to help it right-size the business amid tumbling share prices and a number of high-profile flops, including last year's Star Wars Outlaws. Yeah. I have games. But what do you mean I have games? I have games on my Steam. I have games in PC. Yes, I do. A lot. I do. Yesterday we were streaming with my co-host, and we were playing a video game called We Were Here Together. It's a puzzle game. And when the three of us, all three of XGN, are together, we play Borderlands 2 right now. So, yeah. But where are you getting at? What do you want? It is not a... I don't play games today. No. CSGO or Epic Games Fortnite. Not really. I mean, we have played Fortnite. I mean, Epic Games. Not CSGO, but we have been playing some Fortnite in the past. Nope. No. I'm not gonna play anything right now. And actually, this is just a chat. Let's talk about news. We're talking about video game news. Is there any video game you want to talk about? I had some news about Phasmophobia, which we have been playing. I don't know if you like horror games. We have been playing Phasmophobia. It's been a while though. I don't know if we ever do it again because I got tired of getting scared and jump scared all the time. But maybe. Maybe. Yeah. They released some new maps and I just wanted to talk about it. Let's go here. I had the link ready. Phasmophobia, Bleasdale Farmhouse out now. I'm gonna say this new. Let's talk about architecture news. Architecture in general, like in buildings. It's my major in university. Okay. Well, I know nothing about architecture. I know brutalism, buildings that are in the brutalism style. That can be interesting. That can be fascinating, actually. And there is a YouTuber that I'm following that she goes into architecture in different context areas. Dami Lee, you know her? If you're into architecture, you should go check out her channel. You want a link? I think it is Dami, D-A-M-I, Lee, L-E-E. Danny or Dami? Dami? Not as in Dami stupid. I think it's Dami. Yes, D-A-M-I, L-E-E. A YouTuber, licensed architect, and the owner of a multidisciplinary team called Nolan Studio. Yep, they are. It's a great channel. If you're into architecture, or it will be interesting for you, I think. Hmm? Let me see. It's her. Yes. She has cool stuff, actually. 1.6 mile underground. I think it's... Oh, this is about Fallout. She talked about Silo. She has interesting videos. I love this one. Wait. I have... Anyway, I don't have my premium. I'm not logged in on... One moment. Give me just a second. Because I hate ads. There. I love this video. Yeah, yep. Yes. And one about cyberpunk cities, fiction or reality. I like that video so much that I actually went to her... she has a coffee link, a research booklet that she sells on her coffee.com, and I subscribed for a month because I wanted to get the booklet, the research. It was so interesting. I loved it. Cyberpunk, you know. I got it. It was a few dollars. It was not like 3, 5, something like that. That's the biggest... okay, well, I don't have a full screen for videos. Well, that's the biggest I can do. Yeah. But let me put it on the link on the chat. If you want the link directly. I will put it... Where are you? On Kik. Okay, 1 second. I'll put it on... oh, that's fine. Thank you. Okay. Sure, no problem. Chat. There you go. Can I share it? Yeah. And great production videos. I mean, she's doing a great job, actually. Yeah. It's good. You're welcome. Yeah, and it shows also clips from Ghost in the Shell, I mean, and Blade Runner, and I think after that I watched Blade Runner again, the new version, and I want to watch the old one again also. That is where I got into the brutalist or brutalism style. Yeah, it was great. It's very interesting. And now it's not video games related, but speaking of architecture, I was in a... It was like a presentation, like a speech here about some local companies. And anyway, one of the people that was speaking, he's an architect from an architect office agency here in the city where I live, and he just spoke generally, like to introduce us commoners that have no idea about some architectural, how they build houses, you know, stuff like that, or like apartment complexions. And he said something about skyscrapers, which I didn't know, but of course it makes sense. Now it's you have like the skyscraper like in some corporate areas, and if you notice, it's always windy. It's like a cold environment. It's not heartwarming, you know, with trees or grass or benches or people like enjoying their time. Instead, it's just cold buildings that they serve a purpose of being like corporate buildings. And it's, I don't remember exact his words, but what stuck in my brain is that they are unwelcoming in a sense. I mean, you want to go inside, but outside it's always that cold, soulless building, and it's always windy because of how the building affects the air, and you know, stuff like that. Yuri! Hi, Yuri! Welcome. I have been talking for an hour and a half, Yuri, waiting for you. You haven't been... No, I'm joking. Don't, no, I'm just saying. Yeah. This is not video games related. We went into BS. I mean, I was hoping you would come, but okay. Yeah. You will appreciate Phasmophobia, right? I was talking about Phasmophobia before I got into the architecture due to Salom decks. Phasmophobia released a new map, but I don't think we will ever see it. So, today's update, that was March 10th, brings with it the reward Bleasdale Farmhouse map, as well as several, what is QOL? Quality of life? Is that what it is? I don't know all the letters. Improvements, including a performance boost across all maps. The update is now live for all platforms, so please make sure to download it before your next session. Below you will find our patch notes for today's update. We're so excited to see you begin your investigations in the new and improved Bleasdale. So please share your thoughts with us on social media. Let's see. Happy hunting. So this is a new... I don't think... Have we ever been into this? Bleasdale. I don't think we have ever been to this farm. And I don't want to go there. What is it? There we are. So. You're cooking breakfast. Tell us, what are you cooking? Bleasdale Farmhouse. I want the pictures. The fandom is a horrible website. So many. Okay. Oh, it's a redesign. Maybe the before. Let's see the before. I mean, we have been there, right? Or maybe. So if that's the before and this is the after, well, that's a huge improvement. It's not the same place at all. I mean, it is not. Is this the before? Is that how it used to look like? That's the new. Is it the one that we were up? No. It is, isn't it? Is the one that we have where we are screaming, me and Emmy. Is that the one? Because I remember that stair. Okay, that's a video. Let's see if I can... Yeah. Yes. We have been there. Oh my god, we have been there with Nemi Cute. We have been there. And... It was me and her only streaming many moons ago. And yeah, it's a no. It's a no. But they made it, they made it look like this, which is like, oh my god, completely. Are there more images? I want to see more images. before and after. So, Blaisdell Farmhouse has been fully overhauled with a new layout, new visual assets, new environmental features. I mean, it's a completely different place. And much more. Several examples of these are motion sensing exterior lights that can be triggered by both players and ghosts. Ooh. A bead string door that will move when walked through by either the player or the ghost. So we know if some... Okay. Something small and frightening scuttling about the house. Plenty of new ghost interactables. Why? Sausage eggs. Okay. This is a new map for Phasmophobia. A farmhouse that I visited once with Nemi. I don't want to say many years ago, but it was probably a year or two ago or something like that. It was a long time ago. We were alone, like only me and her, not Grim. Grim was not with us. And we found a ghost and we were screaming. It was a big house. And they redesigned it. Phasmophobia made a new design. Which that is not how it looked like. That looks like a nice, not a farmhouse. Or maybe it is, but it looks, I want to say cute even. But creepy. You know what? It is, I have been streaming for an hour and a half, you guys, so I think it's time for me to go and do some family activities with the family, as I said. But as always, it has been super fun. Thank you everyone for joining in and participating. Golden, Enda, Erupt, Nutmut, Salem Dex that wanted to play CSGO, but I refused. But then we talked about architecture. Who am I forgetting? Who else am I forgetting? I'm sorry if I'm forgetting you. Let me see. I cannot scroll up. No. I saw some comment. Okay. Oh my god. And you're here. So thank you everyone. Is the video still playing? Was I not showing the video, the Phasmophobia? Or have I? Oh no, I'm watching the wrong why is Restream lagging? Ignore what I just said. Ignore. Just ignore me, please. Yes, there we are. Yes, thank you, friends. Make sure to follow us on X. I'm finally saying it, X. That is where we announce when we go live, and join our Discord, where we announce also when we go live. See you on Friday, where me and Amy are going to continue our We Were There Together adventures. See the puzzles that we have to solve. And most probably, if everything goes well, I will be chatting with you guys here, chilling out next Saturday in a week. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great weekend, everyone. Wherever you are, whatever you do, enjoy yourselves. And see you soon. See you around the interwebs. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye.